All right, what is going on? So, another sample here. Let's take a good look at this. This is an established garden bed over there that Rick has at Gardens and Glass. I think everybody's kind of been wondering what this, after all this biology.
You got shit growing out of this thing. You need to hit it. You wanna? Oh yeah, I got this right here. Yeah. We need another 6 or 8 blocks, folks. 6 or 8 blocks. Yeah. Sure, of course. Block, and here we go. Ready?
Yep.
I broke it loose.
Wow.
Now, if you get over here on this side, you'll see. If you come around the other side,
Yeah.
you'll see that whole thing taken off.
This is mushroom and hay, fermented hay. You gotta check that out. Look at the size of that mushroom. Oh yeah. Okay, I could just take samples all day long here. Yeah, so here's the sample. If you can get into the light, that helps. But here's what I'm talking about. That thing just floats. I can sit here and poke at it with a knife. Way too many particles to get under the microscope, so things would have to settle. But you see what I'm saying? That is just one tight, packed. That fungal hyphae's holding it like a glue. We're at about a 1-to-8 dilution, because I had to keep, I usually like to stay at the 1-to-5, but I had to keep adding water to it. There's another nematode. So I'm at 100 time magnification right now. There's yet another nematode. So we've already seen 3 nematodes. Yeah, look at it. I mean, it's amazing. So all the madness is settled, right? Again, this is a bed now where this compost pile is composted in place and then becomes a garden bed. That's cool there. I'm gonna dive into that. I'm looking at this thing right here. This looks like maybe a type of algae. I don't know. Let's see if it glows. See if it goes red. Probably. We'll get back to that. So, in typical Gardens and Glass fashion, you've got biochar. I'm looking at a lot. I mean, I'm sure I've chopped up. I hate having to do that because I know that I was just destroying fungal hyphae throughout the entire sample. I mean, I had to get crazy on it. There's nematodes everywhere. There's protozoa everywhere. I don't know if you can see that from here, but there's some type of testate there. There's protozoa there. There's another one there. That might be one there. So we'll go to 400 in a minute, but let me get to a starting point, I guess, because I want to kind of run through this one as a true sample. So everything's here, right? I mean, organic matter's here, microbes, but it's just peaceful, right? Look at that. There we go. We got some. Let me jump into that. Oh, we even got a water bear. Look at that. Cool. Look at him, just chilling. Damn. Put a light on them. They usually, you can see them really clearly. Everything that they take in, look at that. Just grazing away. These things are so cool. I had not seen any till maybe 2 weeks ago. I swear now I'm seeing them everywhere. Not sure if that's fungal. It looks. Let me go 400 here real quick. Looking for septa on this. Uniformed. Septa there. It's a little clear though. But it's jumping from organic matter to organic matter. And again, I will show you a photo. I'll probably post it on this image, on this video. Look at this guy though. Let's go back to him. Man, he's got a lot going on. I'm gonna back it back out. So here's the starting point. That's a good starting point. And there's just a lot to look at. There really is. I'm glad I was able to pull a decent sample out of it because I was really tripping at. The water was so clear that I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. I'd never really struggled to pull a sample like that. Look at, there's a Arcella there. Always cool to see. Let me get into some of this, what looks like fungal hyphae. Yep. And again, I chopped it up. This is probably why it's not uniformed. That's what I didn't want to do, but the sample of even just a picture of the soil speaks for itself. Look at that. Is that a black spore? Could be. Something like that. Charcoal everywhere. So just kind of hang out at 400 right now. I'm at 400 time magnification. Testate there. Bacteria jittering everywhere in the background. Look at this. Oh, that's a nice shot, huh? 6 spores. Obviously, that's a testate. So, you know, you want to talk about biologically complete at the end of the day. I will probably run the biometer test on this because I'm telling you, the little chunk of soil is impressive that I took. The garden bed has vegetables growing in it now. And mushrooms. What can I say? Look at this. What? Damn. That's a nice star on eBay. That's big. Another piece of fungi. It seems like soil is always in order when there's hyphae involved. You know, there's just order. If that makes any sense. There we go. I mean, we're looking fungal, man. So this is and again, I gotta remember, for those that don't know, I'm looking at this here, this whole strand. That is like the pinnacle of what we look for in soil. kind of like if that's there, everything is pretty much complete. You know, I was listening today on the Our Soil conference with Matt Powers. That was pretty cool. He had a gentleman there talking about, he was comparing fungi to a communication network as far as, I guess he's a military, or was in the military, and how it's the communication. And when you destroy communication, it's the beginning of destroying everything. That's why we don't like chopping it up. That's a nice, good looking testate there. And this is a monster. These are monster samples. Look at this fungal spore there. But I wanted to show something established, because usually I'm showing the chaos to get to this point, right? There's always just a party of microbes going nuts, and oh my god, that looks anaerobic, that looks like it's gonna just kill everything. Look at the size of this nematode. I'm at 400. I'm on just all the way to the left side of the edge of this slide. I'm still moving up. Can you imagine trying to qualify this kind of sample? Hell no. Spores everywhere. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what I hit. I gotta figure that out. Organic matter that's broken down. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna end up being redundant here, but wow, look at that. Wow. Another big ass nematode. Dude, that's a lot of stuff to look at, man. There's another star amoeba there. And I'm not even sure if that's the technical, I doubt that that's the technical term or scientific term for it. But I know that that's what they're called. So I think we're finally gonna hit the edge of the slide, and I'm gonna, man, look at this. There is a naked amoeba. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 testates in this field. Wild. I thought I was here. There's the edge. Now we're at the edge. Okay, what's that? Some kind of worm or something? So officially at the edge of the slide. So that whole run there was just the edge of the slide. Trying to get it lined up. So let's go which way? Sorry. Let's go this way. There's organic matter aggregates. I mean, it's complete, man. What do you do? You know, at what point do I just stop talking? Maybe put some music on and enjoy the sample, because this is like a soil cheat code. More fungi. I gotta figure out how to preserve how to extract my sample, my drop, without beating up. If anyone has any ideas, and I think we were talking about this on our group, we were talking about, usually it's a problem with vermicomposting, and now it's never this bad. I have worm bins, and I've never really had to get super creative with it, almost saying screw it, whatever's gonna die is gonna die. Like this nematode, he's missing half his body, it looks like. It's a casualty of me having to get this thing figured out. This guy. What are you? Obviously a ciliate of some sort. You see the little hairs moving. But he's just breaking stuff down. I mean, that's it. Get to work. Get to work. Grow plants. Build soil. Maybe pollen there? More fungi. Spores. What is that? A lot of bacteria. I mean, this is pretty well balanced here. Definitely gonna hit the biometer, whatever it is. Is that another star amoeba? That's cool. Makes you wonder why the stars are on this sample. It's like every compost is different. Every section of every compost is different. Let's check out this. Nope, look at that. What is that there? That looked interesting. I'm looking at this right here. Alright, so is that like an egg? Because it looks like there's little eggs inside of it. Maybe? Or maybe not. No. I don't know. That looks cool though. There's obviously something in there. Whether it's a spore or it's just living. I don't see anything moving though. I'm gonna back out for a little bit. Try to cover more ground. Every time you back out, it's like bam. A lot of stuff. Try to stay on track with my slide. Oh, what is this? What is going on here? Let's go back. Well, let's do this. Here. Here. Look at that. That biochar is just dominant, right? Let's see if we get closer. Let's see what's happening with this. What am I looking at? Let me put these lights back on. What are we looking at here? Is this fungal? Is this actino? I cannot tell. It's busy though. And again, I normally don't assume, I don't try to assume, but when you look at the soil itself, you would lean towards fungal. Although, yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Whoever's watching this, if you have an opinion. It can't be any worse than mine. I don't know. Maybe brainstorm some ideas. Look at that. Wow. That's kind of cool. That's got my attention. See that there? That almost looks like a test date, but I don't think I've seen anything that color. It's not a test date, I don't think. That looks cool. I'll take a picture of that. Let me jump back out. Nematode there. Wow. Oh, we hit the edge of the slide. Another nematode. Let's go this way. Right about there, I guess. Start working my way up. That looks like maybe a microplastic. It's not glowing. What is that? Let me take it to 400, see if I can get that thing to glow. I don't know. Maybe not. Check that out. I love this epi lamp. You know, I gotta figure this thing out. There's not much out there to research on it. Nah, let's just keep moving up. I'm gonna try to pick up the pace. It's a big drop. Another nematode. A lot of biochar. Look at this. Wow. These are big chunks of aggregates. That looks interesting there. That. I want to light that up. It might be some kind of could have been some kind of bug. I don't know. It's a pretty big air bubble. If you're wondering what that is, that's an air bubble. And what's moving there is just air. More nematodes. Definitely no shortage of nematodes here. Bro, there's nematodes everywhere. Look at the size of the tail on that thing. Damn. Keep it moving. So you got an idea. Oh, that's nice. What is that? Let's move in on that. That looks like Arcella. Another amoeba. Different type of amoeba. I don't know much about those. They remind me of these like these things that grow on rocks in Mexico. Wow, what was this? This looks like a. What if this is the other half of that nematode? Because that's what the inside of a nematode looks like. What is that in the far background? Oh, no, well, we know what the potential is. I'm surprised I haven't seen a rotifer. These roties are everywhere here. Oh, let's go look at the mouth parts on this. I wouldn't be surprised if there was predatorial nematodes in here just because there are so many nematodes. Imagine that this is one drop, right? See that? That looks like that might be a predatorial nematode. Mouth parts look different, not like the bacterial ones. Which again wouldn't surprise me one bit. It doesn't surprise me that there's a predator here because there's plenty of bacterial eating nematodes. And these nematodes will actually change their mouth parts through metamorphosis, like snakes shedding skin. They have cuticles, they shed their cuticles. They'll shed up to 4 times up to adulthood, adapting their mouth parts to maintain a balance in the soil, a balance in the rhizosphere, and also take advantage of the amount of prey in the soil. It's actually really amazing. That would be interesting to make a compost tea out of this to see what. So I like taking these amazing samples and then. There's a roadie right there. What? Finally. Let's see what's happening in here. See what I'm saying? Fungal. Maybe that's a mix of fungi or hyphae and actinobacteria, maybe. Could be. Look at this guy. That's what, two? Two naked amoeba. Cool with that. I'm gonna jump back out. I know usually people will stick to like 100 and then or 40, 100 and then 400. I can't imagine doing that. Just because you see something like this right here. What's up with that? Let's see. Where are we at? Man, look at that. What is that? Is that a cluster of spores? That is. Or is that a cluster of eggs? Let's light it up. I don't know, but this thing next to it is dope. Look at that. Dang. You wouldn't even imagine. imagine it, right? That's what that epi light will expose some stuff. It'll definitely expose some stuff. It's another good looking Arcella there. It's a nice shot. I'll take a picture of that. Man, let me center that picture. Let me see if I can get that clear. It's still not centered. Wow. And I'm doing this. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, bro. What? Damn. Well, no wonder I'm tired. Starting to get tired. Wow, this is action packed, man. Look at all these amoeba. Just one in that corner, nematode there, 2 amoeba there, 3 amoeba in that circle. Another there. Look at that little cluster of what? Eggs? That's like shiny to me. I just got distracted. Where did it go? Yeah. Let's check it out. Let's go a little closer. See if I can find it. I'm not even sure if that's it. That might be it. Yeah. I might be yeast. Yeah, if I had to guess, that's probably yeast. Or maybe not, because they're not budded or they're not chained together. Let's keep moving. Look at that. Let's move in on this. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's a nice shot. And then you got this here. I'm not sure like what's happening with this middle piece here. Is that what? Because this is obviously fungal here. Back out. Right. I'm gonna go back down. So again, here it is, man. Again, I had a couple people asking me about it. They wanted to see what we look like complete, because I'm always playing with. I like digging into compost piles while we're building them. It kind of helps you determine what move you're gonna make next, what amendment you're gonna add to it, or if you're just gonna leave it alone. And so next, it's gonna be maybe soon enough. We'll pull up a sample of a compost pile that's taken on zero bio fertilizers or amendments. Just straight up material and compost inputs, compostable inputs. We got those two. I got a couple. I got a couple here in my backyard actually, along with the chaos of the other stuff. We're getting to the end of the slide. I'm probably gonna go try to find that water bear. I'll just keep recording. If I have to edit, I'll edit it out. And then tomorrow morning, I'll run the biometer on it. Try to get this video done. This is the fun part, right? There's a rotifer. Another roadie chilling. You can see that little circle. It's called a mastax. Right there, that thing moving. I still haven't figured out what it's doing in this almost insisted, but it's not insisted, but it's just kind of curled up in itself. And I mean, does it sleep? Like, it's not eating. Microbes are usually always eating. It's every now and then I'll see rotifers like this, and sometimes they look like an egg. It's completely rounded out, and then they'll stretch out like he looks like he's about to do. Are one of the coolest microbes to me. They just had so much character. Look at, there he goes. The left side is his tail. You can see the two little. That's the that's the tail side. You see, I've observed them where I thought it looked like an egg, and then this is what happens. So is it being born, or is it hatching, or I don't even know what to call that. But I have other footage. You see where it looks like he's being born. And it surprised me because that other footage I sat there for a very long time. And I was waiting for something to hatch out of the egg. And all of a sudden, it just stretched out the way it's doing right now. It starts turning on its systems, like system go, right? You see this up front here. You see that moving? His mastax in the middle is going to start pumping. And then he's just going to get on his way. He's going to stretch out completely. And he's going to go start eating. So I need to definitely do more research on rotifers, especially since I always see rotifers. So I feel lucky that we have a lot of rotifers here, but here it goes. It just, look at him, he's just stretching it out, and he's just he's gonna start cruising. That's it. Like, I'm almost convinced it's got like this shell or this egg that just stretches out. It doesn't necessarily bust through it. It becomes part of it, or maybe it's just kind of like a cuticle, if you will, that eventually it's. I mean, I don't know. If anyone knows, please save me the time, because I'm always saying there's not enough hours in a day, man. This is why I'm doing this at 2 o'clock in the morning. This is like my downtime. But yeah, let's roll. Look, now it's going back into his. Now it's back into its little. It's like it just stretched out. Maybe not ready to. Let's see if we can stimulate it with the epi light. I don't get good luck with rotifers and the epi light. There's a reaction. There's a small reaction, but it's not like a nematode or paramecium, for example, and some of these other larger microbes that they do not like this light at all. Worms, forget it. I'm starting to think that it actually. Anyway, I won't get into that, but worms, they get all jacked up. So this is good to look at because I see this, and this is why I've been able to identify rotifers fairly easily now, because I get to see them often. And again, I feel lucky about that, because they are probably one of the more exciting microbes to observe. Again, a lot of character. But what's happening here? It just baffles me. I don't know what to think at this point. Is it not ready to go? Did it stretch out, and what did it do? Not much bacteria in the background. Not compared to the other side of the slide. But I'm gonna move on. I've got this footage already. with the same thoughts. I just, a lot of this stuff I keep to myself. These videos I make for myself. And then I can always go back and reference them, and as I learn, I can always come back and say, oh yeah, I remember that. So this is, I think I've officially shot through this slide. The edges are a little dull. That's why I'm saying that rotifers out there on the edge, just, they're usually putting in work, always working, always eating. Anyway, great sample. Gardens in glass, you already know. We got a lot going on over there, and I'm fortunate to be a part of it. I'm fortunate that I have an open invitation to go compost with the guys. What is that? Wow, what is that? That trichome or something? That looks hella cool. Let's hit a light on that. Let's light that up. That's a trichome, man. Trichomes light up like that. I still don't know why, but my experience with trichomes is that they light up. I love looking at trichomes. Let's get a little closer. So is this phosphorus in the trichome? Is that what's happening here? I don't know. Phosphorus does fluoresce. If you don't believe it, go get yourself some phosphorus. Some phosphate. Put it, solubilize it or not, and put it under the microscope and turn the light on. And you're going to find out that it absolutely does fluoresce. So, I got a bad habit. I keep always saying I'm out of here. I keep looking. Look at that. We're back. All right. So we've been through it. Let me know what your thoughts are on some of the things we looked at here, because a couple of them I have no clue, and I'm shooting from the hip, man. I always let it be known I am not a professional. I'm a dude that loves soil and has a microscope to look at it. And I recommend everyone doing it, man. You learn so much about how you build your soil and build up, grow food, grow your own stuff. Learn to make your own biology. There's another roadie, unless that was the one we saw originally. At this point, I won't know anymore because I'm backtracking. Anyway, I'm out.